welcome back to another episode of Slice of Real Life. Part of Project Jura, which used to be a different named project focused on self-therapeutic psychiatric multimedia endeavors meant to can't remember anymore. Whatever. The point is that's what it used to be, and now it's like far more extensive. I have to hold my voice down. It's like weird. Much more extensive, comprehensive manifestation that takes form in many different types of media, analogies, series, and formats, and so on and so forth. Of which mostly are uploaded around like 6:45, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time EST in the morning, and so feels so constricted. And what else? I don't even. Right, it's a variety of episodes, podcast formats, and so on and so forth. So we're going to continue off with. I didn't really want to do this because I thought I'd be done with Firefox, and I'm not. Turns out, we have to cover something related to like a Firefox update because it actually is very functional, and then there was an extra tab that I can actually do here instead of having to wait until I open Edge. And so two topics. One is like artificial intelligence or AI. It's like a chatbot feature on the browser, and then the second is legal services, and they're not really in any way intertwined. It's just the fact that they can cover this on Firefox, and I didn't do this last time because the previous episode on digital uploads was on like medicine and healthcare, I believe, last week. So I'm just itching to wrap this up, but I'm also interested, I'm personally interested in seeing what Firefox has to offer, because the thing that's on feature right now is actually really interesting. I personally think it is, even though I think it's not particularly novel anymore. AI's kind of died off a bit, and so let's just get into it anyways. First thing we're gonna do is the legal stuff, because I was trying to fulfill some kind of application. And so over here, what you see on the side, and I'm not gonna scroll up and down, is a form submitted. So first we'll cover the legal thing. Services. So if it says up there, I'm gonna start reading because it's clear to me that my brain is not like fully awake or something. I'm kind of buzzed out. So if you are a caseworker helping a client fill out the intake form with the client's information, we will not be calling you/emailing you to complete a client intake. And then it says below in a very light font, "Thank you, your information has been submitted. We provide free legal services and assistance to low-income individuals who live within our catchment area and qualify for our services. If you live outside our catchment area, you can find your local clinic by searching here." And if you go to the disclaimer, web or email transmissions to neighborhood, blah, 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 legal services, or to any member of the clinic, do not create a solicitor dash client relationship. Solicitor-client relationship. Oh, that's what's different. It's my throat. It's my voice. It's my mouth. I'm just not. I haven't been speaking for the past 3 hours. I've been typing away on my spreadsheet and stuff. Anyways, no professional relationship is created by viewing this website or sending an email or web inquiry. Persons do not become clients unless and until NLS agrees to act for them, and that agreement is confirmed in a retainer agreement or retainer letter in accordance with our usual policies. So that's a disclaimer. And then it also says the transmissions are not confidential. Anyways, the point is, this is a form that I filled out, an online intake form for a local firm. That local firm, what they do is they help people who are trying to apply for assistance. Oh, there we go. I'm tight as well. My mouth is tight, my throat is tight, but my body is so tight because I've just been doing administrative stuff. It's I can't speak normally, but now I can now. Okay, but the point is, it's some kind of a firm, a local firm that's subsidized by the government, And what it allows you to do, I was like, why is the first 10 minutes of this episode so like stuffy and congested? I feel like I can't talk properly. Anyways, if you can't tell, I'm still whispering because I gotta keep in mind like papers. There's a lot of like really unpleasant, like there's not pleasant neighbors, but like there's some of them are just not the best people. Like their source of drama, I think the source of entertainment is other people's drama and stuff like that, and they create drama themselves. So like I'm trying to keep it down. Apologize if it's hard to hear. Just up the volume. That's all I can do. I'm living in like a community housing, so there's like a lot of neighbors. Anyways, the point is there's like this legal firm service helps a lot of people basically through their legal affairs, particularly pertaining to usually housing and eviction and so on and so forth. Obviously that's not something that I'm facing, and hopefully in the future I won't be facing that ever in the future. But apparently there are people, who have disputes with the landlord disputes, and so I guess that covers a little bit of like housing and stuff related matters, but that's not something that I'm facing. I'm facing like totally different affairs, and I was submitting an application, and the application, one of my caseworkers has suggested to me that it would be prudent to go about and seek some kind of legal counseling advice. So I've considered doing that, and I already did that before this advice was given to me, but the suggestion was really insisted even after I had my first appointment, which I didn't really follow through with. So now I'm thinking of really following through with it. I'm going to make a second appointment with the legal services, and that's what this is, right? So this website, that organization, provides legal services and counseling for applications for like welfare assistance. What else? Like I said, landlord and tenant disputes with potential city bylaw matters and affairs and stuff like that. And so I'll be looking forward to a response by email within 2 to 3 business days, and most likely this will be pushed into next week, because today, as of this recording, it's like Thursday, so I submitted it last night, but still 2-3 business days can be like a whole week ahead. So that's that. And then the second thing, moving on from this, is more exciting, but it's kind of hard to express my excitement. I have to keep the volume down. It's like, oh damn, what can I say, right? That's just what I gotta work with. Long story short, maybe that makes it sound a little bit more like ASMR kind of stuff. Anyways, the point is, this is the Access AI chatbots in Firefox tab that's open because I noticed that in the update to Firefox, what they did is they actually not only changed, like added a feature where you can put tabs like horizontally as opposed to like vertically instead of horizontal tabs, so you can put it on a sidebar. But in addition to that, what they've done is they've incorporated a feature where you can select one among 5 different types of artificial intelligence models. Now compare that to Bing, right? So Bing is using ChatGPT, of course, and they combine the features to make it Copilot. But if it's obvious that it's only like one particular, it's ChatGPT, right? So it's like one model, one AI generated model. Now, what you can do here with Firefox, this browser allows you to basically select 5 different from a list of 5. And so the first one here is one I've never heard of before in alphabetical order, Anthropic Claude. The second is ChatGPT. Of course, third is Google Gemini. I don't know how effective it is. Apparently, most of these are not anywhere near, or maybe they are, but they're not as well-renowned as ChatGPT itself. But there's Hugging Chat and the Chat Mistral. Now, let's be clear. I'm not sure which one's better for what, but they do allow you to compare. And so it says up here, summarize, brainstorm, and more as you browse. Choose an AI bot to use in the Fox sidebar. Firefox sidebar. Will show details about your chatbot when you select it. Switch anytime. Okay, and well, it keeps opening new tabs. I don't need that. Okay, and you can scroll. I can click continue, close. Now on the side, here's the sidebar. Of course, I can hide that. Right, and it's gone. Or I can press it and come back in. If I want to open a chatbot, below is also tabs from other devices. There's also open history and there's settings on the bottom. So there's a side tab right here. And so that's what that looks like. So you can choose from 5. Now I'm not going to do one here. I'm pretty sure that, I don't have too much interest in doing that on a recording because it just takes more time than necessary and I don't have to go too much in depth of this. So I want to cover the tab now on the side here. So it says, after clicking on learn more, the link over here, it shows up this help page, web page. So here is the support for Mozilla Firefox. Explore, help, articles, community forums, ask a question, contribute. And so there's the navigation bar. Here I've explored by product, explore by topic, desktop for iOS, for Android, VPNs, Thunderbird, all products, settings, email messaging, privacy, security, installation guides and updates, performance and connectivity, and browse. And that's just explored. And there's community forums, ask a question, contribute, yeah. When there are community forums, it usually reminds me of like a throwback to when there's this game that I remember I used to play quite frequently when I was like, for at least 10 years. But I'll kind of go in and out, like on hiatus because there were other things I need to do. But it was like, if it's kind of, it's old, it's RuneScape, right? And RS, And at the time, it really took me back to when I remember I used to engage a little bit, mostly reading through the community forums, which have now since been shut down, and I kind of miss it a lot. It was a very there's a lot of like reminiscent nostalgia that comes along with it, but those are different times, obviously. Anyways, so let's go read. I had this webpage. So community forums. So ask the questions, still need help, sign in to ask your question on your forums, continue. So customize this article. Going further down. So access AI chatbots in Firefox. Firefox last updated 2 weeks, 5 days ago. 68% of users voted for this helpful. This feature is experimental and is being introduced to the Firefox user base through a progressive rollout. It may not yet be available to all users, starting with Firefox version 133. If you have the options, use an AI chatbot of choice. It's an updated sidebar. The sidebar allows you to keep a variety of browser tools, including a chatbot, in view as you browse. Right now you can choose from the following chatbot providers, which they are listed already, as I mentioned, are Anthropic Claude, ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Hugging Chat by Hugging Face, and Le Chat Minstrel. So we go further down, there's images of the interfaces. And so I'm just going to read the headers. I'm not going to tell you, you can read this on your own time if you want. Just go to support.mozillafirefox.com and you just download the browser, and I'm pretty sure on the update it will let you read this. So what to keep in mind when using AI chatbots, right? Some things you have to keep in mind. You're agreeing to providers' privacy policies. Each provider has their own terms of use and privacy, so you can view them in Firefox. Something that I'm going to do. 2, you should verify any information you get from AI chatbots because they're powered by generative AI, which in basic terms predicts likely text or images based on prompts, and therefore it's not designed or guaranteed to provide definitive facts. It's just like generating stuff based off what you provide. That means it's a purely creative process that doesn't have any strict adherence to the realism of the world that we're living in, right? More about how AI chatbots work. And then thirdly, chatbots are more privacy respecting than others. Some of them, but others may not be. So you just have to follow the providers. You can also learn more about them. So here, for up to the information about each chatbot, what offers, right? You can compare and contrast. Most chatbots are experimental and frequently change how they work, how they look, and what they offer. So they might not be up to date, but anyways, you can change the settings. Be sure to explore when using chatbot. So here they have a compare and contrast of all the different chatbots. So the key features and privacy policy. So we have Anthropic Claude, Claude. That name, it's like Hamlet Claudio. English literature. ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Hugging Chat, and the Chat Mistral. So ChatGPT, Anthropic Cloud, generate text and code, analyze documents, images, free and paid options, account required. Rumble Cloud, consumer terms going further down, generate text, images and code, analyze documents and images, free and paid options, account required for some countries and tasks. Learn more about ChatGPT, OpenAI terms of policies, use OpenAI policy. And then Google Gemini, generate text, images, and code, analyze images, free and documents paid, free and paid options, account required, Google terms of service, generative AI, Gemini, whatever. And going further down, once again, so you can see that some of them, like, for example, ChatGPT and Google Gemini can generate text, images, and code, whereas Anthropic Claude cannot generate images. And then there's account required, account required for Gemini and Claude, but it's kind of optional for some features. ChatGPT, so ChatGPT is like free for some features, but some requires an account. So again, you have to kind of sift through all this to get a good feel for it. Hugging Chat, Chat Mistral down here, generate coding again. So you just compare them all, and then you can check, and then they go through the instructions down here, how to select the chatbot provider in the sidebar. So it's just a lot of different, features that they compare here. I think that's really nice. In addition, of course, they give you the very succinct instructions on how to basically make use of AI on Firefox. And so that's really interesting. And the last thing I want to do then that is related to like the AI features and the comparison of like chatbots is right here. And so this is the settings. So if I click the settings on the sidebar, this will pop up, and this is the settings for Firefox. But specifically in general here, there's a specific setting that they wanted me to check out right upon the update, which is, you see here, general, home, search, privacy, security, sync, Firefox labs, more from Mozilla, extensions and themes, and Firefox support. So if you go down to like the middle-ish, what you see on the side here is a variety of features that you can check off, right? Like checkbox. When you open a link, image, or media, new tab, switch immediately, ask before closing multiple tabs, show tab previews in the Windows taskbar, and show an image preview when you hover on a tab. So here's where it's relevant. So on the browser layout, underneath is horizontal tabs, display at the top, vertical tabs, display on the side. So that was one of the major features they rolled out. You can have tabs not on the vertical but on the side. And since, in English language, as opposed to, for example, like traditional Chinese, which is like written vertically from up to down, you write from left to right in English, right? So long story short, a string of text, a sentence can be much more easily stacked succinctly if you have vertical tabs than horizontally. All that means basically it saves you space, and you can much more quickly find the tab that you're looking for, because obviously you can't read the entire title if it's stacked, if it's like piled back to back consecutively horizontally. So it saves a lot of space, and it's easier to find your tabs when it's in a list format that's organized from top bottom instead of from side to side. Also, the other feature is, of course, you can just click show, is whether or not you want to show the sidebar. So you can check off show sidebar, quickly access bookmarks, tabs for your phone, chatbots, and more without leaving your main view. So I think that's about everything. Below is like other features that already were included with Firefox that I'm not going to cover, because the main thing is just the update, really, the update on AI, artificial intelligence, chatbots, and the sidebar. Sidebar including the vertical tabs. And then before that, again, something that was not necessarily related, it was like the legal aid and services like that. So in my local detachment area. So that's about it. Down here again, language appearance, website appearance, a bunch of other things that are not relevant. Okay, so that's it. So this is a fairly short episode, which is good. I like short episodes. 20 minutes, 2 topics, not really directly related, but it was important for me to get rid of, because like I wanted to talk about this because it is something I actually will explore. There are a lot of tabs that I can kind of delay and postpone. But when it comes to the AI chatbot thing, I'm thinking of like really exploring that on Firefox more closely over the next coming week or so. So it's something I'll probably do like immediately. And then the application thing with the legal firm is something that also needs to be done. So that's about it. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next one. This is just another day in the life of things that we're doing and things we're kind of passing through time. And yeah, you know what? If you have any ideas about, if you ever tested yourself the AI features of chatbots and just AI in general, in terms of like prompt engineering and so on and so forth, you can feel free to drop that. I'm not sure if you want to talk about like legal stuff. It sounds like that might be too personal, but no, it's just a comment and stuff like that. Anyways, with that being said, I'll catch you on the next one. So what's next actually, but I have to record. I'm gonna make 2 episodes at least, bare minimum, on a lot of like physical inventory once again. So yeah, and those are for Monday series as opposed to today, which is like Friday. I'll see you guys there. Cheers. It feels so, it's weird. I have to like congest myself. I'm not congest, I have to like restrain myself too much. It's hard for me to like, I really want to be more expressive, but whispering, I can't really be as expressive as I want to be. Maybe I'm just like not sitting in the right position. I'm gonna try to fix that. I don't know. See you guys there.